I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
I'm Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laaksen.
I am Francisco Cerundolo, and you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Game to Love Tennis podcast, live play-by-play stream brought to you by me. I'm your host today for this one. My name is Covey, and I'm calling this match from beautiful Vancouver, BC, where it is exactly 10:07 a.m. and 24 seconds. Now it's no longer and 24 seconds. It's moved on. However, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me. We've got a good matchup here. We've got Aryna SABALENKA, the world number 2, who's been on fire to start the year. 20 wins, 2 losses. This is her second time into the final 8 here. The last time she made it this far, she lost to Ash Barty in 2021. Ash Barty ended up winning that tournament. Another thing about Sabalenka, which you may not know, is she's the 2019 doubles champion here. So she does have some success, though not on the single side, not like she's been having so far this year. She's 5 quarterfinals made in all 5 tournaments she's entered this year, has Sabalenka, who will be serving first. Hello, Jean. Welcome, Jean. Saying, hey, Covey and everyone. Welcome. Mayor Patil saying, hi, Covey. Welcome again. Great to see you. Saw you last night, both of you. I know Jean was feeling a little sick. I hope you're better. Day by day gets a little better. Hope you're getting some rest. Great to see you in here, Jean and Mayor. This match is already underway, folks. Sabalenka with a backhand into the net. She is serving here. By the way, Cirstea, 4 wins in this tournament, all of them in straight sets. 2 of them went to tiebreak, two of the 8 sets. She is the 32-year-old world number 74. And she is the second Romanian after Simona Halep to make it this far into this tournament. So we've got a good one on our hands, folks. Now, I'm going to get your predictions, but not until I press this beautiful button that says prediction. So right after this, let me know who you think is going to win. You can drop the score line exactly, or you could say, Sabalenka in 3 or Cirstea in 2, whatever you're thinking. Let me know right after this, folks. Ooh, double fault from Sabalenka on the second point of the match. So she is now down love 30 here very early as Cirstea takes the first 2 points of the match on the Sabalenka serve. I'm going to go ahead and say Sabalenka is going to find her rhythm and take it in straight sets. She's just been pulverizing the ball. Speaking of pulverizing, clean forehand winner off the return, off the first serve there as well from Cirstea, setting up triple break point already. So, making me rethink my predictions here, but I'm still going. You know what? I'm going to change it. I'm going to say Sabalenka in 3, just because Cirstea hasn't dropped a set, and yeah, no harm in that. All right, let's see. Oh, we got Wedien. Bonjour. Welcome. Hello, everyone. A person says hello, everyone. Saba in 2 says Wedien. We have Saba in straight sets from Mayor. Cirstea is also now coached with former AO champ Thomas Johansson. Very nice. Saba in 3 says a person. Saba in 2 says Jean. Now I'm starting to rethink my Saba in 3. No, I'm going to stick with it. I said it, and I'm going to stick with it. So Sabalenka in 3 for me. Wouldn't be surprised if it goes 2. Here we go. Sabalenka is now down 30-40. She saved 2 break points already. Forehand return from Cirstea. Now backhand Sabalenka. Backhand Cirstea is a looper. Sabalenka rips that one. Backhand cross court Cirstea. Backhand slice Sabalenka. Forehand Cirstea. It's a winner, and she breaks very early to start the match, in fact. 1-0 for the Romanian. So, good start here for Sorana Cirstea. Really nice job, especially that cross or that up the line forehand winner for 40 love. That was a really beautiful shot there. Sabalenka, of course, of course, to people who know, and if you don't, Sabalenka lives in Miami, so she doesn't have to sleep in any hotels. She gets to go home, go to sleep in her own bed. So I'm sure that's a welcome thing for players who are constantly on the road for their job all the time. Just finished my smoothie, folks. Blackberries, blueberries, whey protein, almond milk, and some Greek pressed yogurt. Serve is good up the middle. Backhand return Sabalenka. Then forehand Cirstea goes off the baseline, and Sabalenka can't handle it. It's 15-love. So great start here for the Romanian, who's decked out in all New Balance. Got a black New Balance visor. Just the end of the brim is white, but everything else is black other than the New Balance logo. She's wearing that same color Tommy Paul, that like bright highlighter orange on the top. It's a tank top with the triangle kind of pattern on the neckline. Black New Balance skirt with a white line down the side of either leg. First serve is good, and the return goes wide, so it's 30-love. And Cirstea is also rocking some orange New Balance shoes, so looking pretty sharp. Oh, yeah, also she's got a black wristband on the left wrist and a white wristband on the right wrist. There you go. Here we go. First serve is an ace out wide. So Cirstea really looking sharp here, folks. 40-love. She was up love 40 in the Sabalenka first game as well, and ended up breaking. So here we go. Triple game point for the consolidation. First serve into the net. By the way, let's say Gene, wow, Cirstea. Emma saying, oh, wow. Second serve is good. Forehand return up the side there. Chopped back by Cirstea. Forehand cross court. Sabalenka. Forehand Cirstea goes into the net. So now it's 40-15. Emma, doesn't Vika live in the U.S. also? I believe she lives... I think she might live in Miami as well, actually. I'm not positive about that. But I know she was just at the National Hockey League, the NHL All-Star game. She was like one of the judges for this shootout competition. I think she is like right before Dubai. Yeah, Manor saying, hey guys, welcome. Wrong Bakshi says, hi, Covey, welcome. Manor saying, Covey looks like you have a very great collection of caps. Oh yeah, I've got about 15 hats for sure. Quite a bit. And Cirstea serve out wide, and Sabalenka's return goes very wide, and it is 2-love. And the Romanian with a consolidation up 2-love early. A little bit of a surprise here, folks. Gene saying, what up to Menoras? Oh, God, what a start. Cirstea peaking, says Gene. See you later, guys. I will return for the center match. You got it, my friend. I'm not sure if we are going to be calling that one. I definitely am doing the Alcaraz match later. And there's also a lot of rain expected. So hopefully they're wrong about that. Here's Sabalenka serving. Good block return from Cirstea. And then another forehand Sabalenka. And then forehand up the line. Cirstea goes long. So Sabalenka takes it 15-love. So right now the court is pretty much half shaded. It's about... I'd say about 52% of the court is shade, and 48% is, maybe a little more. Let's say 55 and 45. 55 shaded, 45 sun. So I wonder which way it's going. I think it normally goes, it gets shadier and shadier. All right, second serve is good. Sabalenka +1 backhand goes long, so it's 15-all. So unlike a couple nights ago when Sabalenka came out against Krejcikova, just hitting everything perfectly, great timing, everything was working. So far, that is not the case here for Sabalenka, and it is the case for Cirstea. She's hitting the ball well on serve. She's returning the ball well, contacting the ball very well, and that's evidenced by a 2-love lead here to kick it off. Here we go. Second serve at 15-all Saba. Serve is good. Forehand into the net. So 30-15. Manor saying, of course, Saba double faulted already. Gary, Covey, GTL guys and gals, sunny, breezy, 21 degrees today. It's hard to stay inside. Come on, Aryna, turn up the heat. And a hi, Gary, and then a Gene from Gary. I'm like Covey with collecting caps, but instead I love collecting trainers' sneakers. Ah, nice. Yeah, shoes, kicks are definitely where it's at. As well. Saba in Error City right now. Yes, she is. The population of that city is 1, and she is the person. Okay, it is an ace up the tee, so 40-15, looking a little bit better here on serve now than she did in her first service game is Sabalenka. This is Sabalenka's first day match of the tournament, just to keep that in mind. There you go. Here we go, 45, serve is good, returning to the net. So the serve's starting to click a little bit, and Sabalenka holds, still down a break, however. And Cirstea will serve at 2-1 after the changeover. Okay, folks, so in case you were wondering, this is a quarterfinal matchup. The winner of this match will face the winner of Kvitova Alexandrova. And of course, on the other side, the semis have already been set, and that is Rybakina will face Pegula, who saved a couple match points. And last night, very gutsy performance by all accounts. I was actually calling the Daniil Medvedev match, which was going on while the third set and the third set tiebreak was happening in the Pegula Potapova match. So I didn't actually get to watch it, but I was watching the score and kind of calling two matches at once. I was calling the Medvedev match with the visuals, and then just by looking at the score, I was going with the Pegula. And it's, by all accounts, everyone in the chat was talking about how what a match it was. So some people are even saying match of the year so far on the women's side. So unfortunate that I missed it, but glad I got to kind of call it for you folks. Also, please do give us a like and a subscribe if you're new. That way you can get notified, ring that bell thing once you've subscribed, and then you'll know all of our upcoming matches. So if you're ever curious what's going on in the game to love, you just have to subscribe and get notified, and boom, all our videos will pop up in your feed. So far, we got 11 likes. We got about 30 people in. So yeah, thank you very much to every single person. And hey, if you've never commented, you're a little shy, a little nervous maybe, just say hello. Say, hey, I'm Jim from London, England, or whatever. I'm Covey. I'm from Vancouver, BC, Canada. You can let me know your favorite player. You can let me know who you think is going to win the tournament on this side, on the men's side. But yeah, feel free to say hi. Would love to hear from you. All right, Cirstea serving at 2-1, and Sabalenka with a vicious forehand cross-court winner. That one had a little bit of aggression in it, so it's like she's trying to shake off the cobwebs from the first couple games here. And I'm starting to get the feeling now that Sabalenka, the way she's been hitting in her last service game and just in that point there, get the feeling that she's kind of finding her rhythm now. All right, second serve, Cirstea, love 15, return Saba goes long. She didn't think it was long, but it was long. And it's 15 all. GSL, Saba not staying down for the whole match anymore, right? No, I don't think so. She's going to be good. Watch the highlights of the Pegula match this morning, and oh my, what a match. Potapova pushing just to her limits and just being forced to save match points. What a battle, says Emma. Yeah, really crazy. Another serve up the tee, backhand return. Sabalenka goes long, so it's 30-15 for Cirstea. Continuing on with her. Good work on her service game so far. Still early, Gary. Potapova, says Gene. Potapova, future Grand Slam champ. I mean, she's really young, and she's got game, for sure. You have to go through some tough losses to get into the winners category as well. So, maybe last night was a character developing win, depending on how she takes it, how she uses the lessons learned there. Of course, she did have a nice serve out wide, and then a forehand to the other side is a clean winner for Cirstea, 40-15. So still cruising here on her serve. M's in the house, one of my ATF's all-time faves, saying Covey, GTL. Of course, on the actual chat, it is the GTL logo. But for some reason, we only get to see the written version of the emoji. Hey, M, says Gene. And another return into the net. So Cirstea continues to cruise. She's up 3-1 here. Still up a break. And Sabalenka now to serve. So yes, the court now is getting more and more shady. We went from about 55% shade to, I'm going to say about, let's see, waiting for a good view. Sabalenka. Serve out wide, and the return also into the high part of the net. That's about the third or fourth time now we've had Cirstea forehand go into the high part of the net on the return. So that's something to watch out for. Sabalenka's pushing her out wide, and Cirstea is unable to control that forehand and bring it back. Yeah, I'd say it's about 60%. And an ace out wide, another one for Sabalenka, ace number 2 in this match for her, and she's up 30 love. Sabalenka rocking the same outfit she's been rocking for this whole tournament, which is different from everything she's worn from Australia through Indian Wells. First serve is another ace up the tee, 40 love Saba. So what she is wearing is she's got a like a red wine colored top with the spaghetti strap, white sports bra underneath. She's got baby blue shorts. First serve goes off the tape and wide. Very, very nice color, baby blue shorts. And then she's got white and purple shoes. No headgear, no wrist gear. Well, maybe just a Fitbit wrist thing, but no wristbands there. Okay, return. Finally, Sorana Cirstea gets a ball back, and Sabalenka hits that one into the net. So it's 40-15. No game to love for Saba. Gary saying Potapova, a real one to watch. She has skills and she is mentally tough. She won me over against Coco. Let here from Sabalenka. So 40-15, first serve coming again. Yeah. And hopefully she'll have learned from that tough loss. Might be tough to sleep for a couple days after that. I'll be up late tonight. No way I'm missing Fritz Alcaraz. Same here, Ems. And there's supposed to be a whole bunch of rain in the forecast. Hopefully they're wrong. But yesterday, the Medvedev match was delayed by 4 hours. Believe it or not, they didn't start the match until 12:30 in Miami, 12:30 a.m. So they started it the day after they were supposed to. So Sabalenka does hold, staying within touching distance, and I think it's time for a little bit of a button action for our girl Saba.
Saba, 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 Sabalenka. Saba, 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 let's go Sabalenka.
So I wasn't sure if there was a Cirstea button, but there is, because it looks like Ben has added it sneakily while I started, like after the stream started. And I do believe that she deserves a button because she's been playing really well. She's up a break against the world number 2. So this is a retroactive button, well-deserved for the Romanian Cirstea.
Surrender, surrender. Sir, do you stay? Do you go? Why you stay? 'Cause you Cirstea. She's Cirstea. She's Cirstea.
There you go, Cirstea there. So that was a retroactive button, but she definitely deserved it. And wow, what a nice top she was wearing on that second last photo of her in the video. It's like a rainbow colored top. It just popped, looking great. Let's see here. Gene saying, yeah, I'm going to stay up late today, talking about Fritz Alcaraz, I believe. Now, Sabalenka. Ooh. On the return, she had a short ball on the second ball, did Sabalenka, and she shanked it. Shanked it pretty bad, and that went super duper long and wide. Special shout out to Ben for throwing that button in there sneakily. All right, 15 love, first serve into the net. Let's see. I wasn't in work today and don't think I will be tomorrow. So I feel so unwell. Oh, that's unfortunate, Emma. The good news is, Sabalenka. Okay, so Cirstea makes her way, kind of serve and volley attempt. And then Sabalenka hits a shot off the tape, which Cirstea, she did get a racket on, but couldn't control it, goes wide. So a little bit of a lucky bounce from Sabalenka while Cirstea was at the net. and it's 15 all. Yeah, so hope you feel better. At least you can watch some late night tennis potentially. Norris, Jean, M's, Emma. Carlos playing around 8:30 my time. Yeah, I'll try and stay up late also. Yeah. You do have to fight crime when it gets dark, Gary. So remember, you do have some other duties that you must adhere to. However, if crime is not popping off in your area, then you should be good. You could take an early night from being a Cape Crusader. Fritz Alcaraz is going to be fire. I agree with you. Absolutely. I'm saying, hey to Manor. Can't believe I'm on vacation and I'm watching tennis priorities. Yeah, that's pretty hilarious. All right, serve up the middle, and Sabalenka return goes long, 40-15. Cirstea's looking good here, folks. Sabalenka's looking much stronger on her service games than she did in the first one where she got broken, but Cirstea is still holding her own on her service games. Wedien saying beast mode activated. This button is fired. There you go. So Cirstea holds again. Another nice hold there. She's up 4-2 now. Sabalenka now continuing to try to stay within touching distance as this set moves into the middle section from the beginning section. Jean saying Cirstea always has nice kits. Yeah, she's a stylish lady for sure. Hello, everyone. Greetings from India. Daria says, great to have you, my brother. Daria from India. And saying, Jean, I read that with a T. Ha, 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 ha. Buttons indicate there are 4 Sabas and 4 Noles. 4 Sabas and 4. Oh, don't we wish? Good coincidence. There you go. Nice song, says Manor. All right, 15 love Sabalenka here. Serve out wide is good. Backhand, too much heat on that backhand, and it lobs over the head of Sabalenka and off the playing surface. 30 love Sabalenka. Again, she's cruising now on her serve, finding that rhythm and timing. Now she needs to do the same on the return game if she is to get back into the set. First serve out wide here for Saba. Here comes the second. Tosses up. Serve is good. Forehand return into the net. And Sabalenka, 40 love. So the timing that Cirstea had in the first game on the returns, just not as sharp in the last couple games here. Manor, I like the New Balance kits. The only kit I didn't like was the Roland Garros last year. I'd have to remember that one. New Balance shoes are always fire. I actually rock New Balance shoes when I'm playing tennis and or pickleball. Here we go. Second serve at 40 love is good. Backhand return. Ooh, up the line. She thought it was in. She thought it was a clean winner off the baseline, did Cirstea, but it was called out. And that means we have a game to love for Sabalenka. Gary saying, I waited until midnight last night for the JPEG match to start. Couldn't wait any longer. Too much crime to fight. Yeah, that's the problem there. You live in an area where you need to protect all your neighbors, and it's very noble of you. Is this going 3 sets? Well, your boy Cubby did call it Saba in 3, so let's see here. Admittedly, I was thinking of saying Saba, but then 3 points into the match on Saba's serve, and Saba served first. So I kind of, because she was having a tough first service game there, I went 3 sets. So yeah, recency bias over here, folks. I won't be in the night matches, says Manor. No worries. But that's okay. You're on vacation. You have no obligation. Always get to have you whenever you can make it. But if you can't, no worries, especially if you're in Paris on vacay. I mean, come on. You got to go check out the Eiffel Tower and all the baguettes and stuff like that. Sabalenka hasn't lost to a player outside top 50 since San Diego against Vekic. That's very true. I actually had that in my notes for this match. That was when Gary started believing in Vekic, from what I recall. Daria, Fritz hasn't played Alcaraz yet, so should be interesting. I agree. Been waiting for this matchup for a while. Definitely excited to see how these two match up against each other. I do think Fritz has a real shot, but I'll have to give you my prediction when the match starts. All right, Cirstea, tries to go out wide. I thought that caught the line, but it didn't, and it is second serve here to kick off game number 8. Cirstea still up a break 4-3 here in the first set. Did not like that toss. She's going to throw it up again for the second serve. And double fault. So Sabalenka gets the first point in this game. It's a pretty big diamonds on the ears of Cirstea there. Damn, girl. Is Saba your favorite? Manor? M saying that match better be 3 sets. You're talking about Alcaraz and Fritz? I think you might be. I know you're a fan of both. Okay, nice little rally going. Forehand Cirstea, forehand Sabalenka, forehand Cirstea, now into the net. So Cirstea, little bit of nerves maybe. She's down love 30 after double faulting and then going into the net on a forehand. So Sabalenka, is this where she makes her move, folks? Let's find out. Emma Wills, Emma, she is, but I don't like dominance. Got you. You're in response to this. Isn't Saba your favorite? GSL, I predict that we have a business end to the first set. See how I'm going out on a limb? Very gutsy call, Gary. Very gutsy call. And backhand goes haywire from Sabalenka. So now it's 15-30. Cirstea trying to make her way back into this one. Wedien saying Fritz Carlitos at 2:30 a.m. Unfortunate for you there, Wedien. And believe me, I know what it's like to have to wake up early to watch Alcaraz play tennis. I've been doing that for the last year. Beautiful backhand ripper from Sabalenka off the baseline, and Cirstea could not scoop that up enough to get it over the net. So double break point, and yes, it looks like Sabalenka might indeed be making her move here. By the way, we've got about 85 people. Thank you, folks, for joining me here. And please do hit that like button. We're about 19 likes. If we can get up to 25 in the next minute, that would be amazing. But thank you to everyone who is joining me, regardless of likes. Here we go. Cirstea, second serve is good. Return right by the baseline. Now, backhand slice, Cirstea, forehand up the line, and it's a winner for Sabalenka. She breaks back, and we are now back to level here in the first set. Nicely done.
Saba, 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 Sabalenka. Saba, 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 Saba. Let's go, Sabalenka.
All right, so the world number 2 has made her move. She's back to level. However, her backhand on the serve +1 goes just a hair long, and she's down love 15 here in game number 9. Getting close to the, as Gary said, the business end here, folks. Yeah, Cubby says, Ems, I want a long slog. So she wants to see some high-quality long matches from the American and the Spaniard. All right, forehand battle here. Now Cirstea, forehand goes off the tape and then lands wide. So 15 all here. Come on, Sabalenka, says Daria. Emma saying, Manor, what don't you like about her? I'm going to nap after Sinner. Daria saying, I like her facial features. I believe he's talking about Sabalenka. Yeah, very, very beautiful. Ted Nervander's in the house. Ace. Nope, not an ace. I thought maybe that was an ace up the tee from Saba, but it's called long. So we got Sabalenka 7-5-6-2 in 1 hour and 26 minutes from my man Ted Nervander. Thank you for commenting, Ted. Always a pleasure to have you in here, my friend. Double fault Saba. So now 15-30. It's not a plague for her anymore, but it does pop up, these double faults in her game still. So yeah. Manor saying this is such a weird schedule. I believe that's what you're trying to say there. Yeah, I mean, it's in Miami, so for them it's not weird, right? The matches start 1, and then they start the latest match at 8:30. So it's pretty normal, I'd say. But yeah, definitely if you're in Europe, it's going to be a real tough one. Gene with some great advice. Hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you very much, Gene. Also from Gene, Saba strikes at just the right moment. Yeah, she does. Gets her break back right on time. Second serve at 15:30, and then the backhand return from Cirstea barely goes long. And Saba back to level at 30 all here in the service game. Indian Wells schedule is better. That's because the Indian Wells is 3 hours further behind. So for example, and they also start at 11 a.m. I know, and they do start some matches here in Miami at 11 a.m. But now that there's only 4 matches, singles matches now. So they try to spread it out. So they start a little bit later instead of starting at 11 because they don't have to pack the schedule. But yeah, the 3-hour time difference is huge for sure, which helps out the Europeans. This is a slam champ move. Take the break once she has it. Yeah, very good call there. So Sabalenka, though, however, is still serving here at 30-40. So break point now for Cirstea. Kind of quietly comes back. It's been a little bit of a choppy game. I don't think anyone's put together 2 points in a row. Here's Sabalenka. Out wide first serve, and it is wide. Here comes a second. So great opportunity for Sorana Cirstea to take another 1 break advantage if she can. Second serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Backhand Sabalenka. Backhand Cirstea. Backhand Sabalenka. Backhand Cirstea up the middle. Forehand Sabalenka. Inside out winner, and she brings it back to deuce. Little bit of nerves there, but she held her own, did Sabalenka. Nicely done. GSL, Wedya, it's all relative depending on your GPS satellite position. SABALENKA says GSL. Manor, I can't wait for the clay season for normal match hours. And then for us here in North America, it's the exact opposite. Oh no, what's going on? The feed paused. Let me just refresh the page. It's not cool. I was in the middle of watching this match, you guys. And okay. Well, I missed the actual point as I was refreshing, but it looks like Cirstea has another break point number 2 here. So advantage Cirstea. Check it out, folks, from Game to Love. Join the YouTube membership. There's the link right there on the screen. I'll leave it up there for a couple seconds for anyone who would like to use it. First serve out wide is wide. So another look at a second serve break point for Sorana Cirstea. Oh, it's a double fault, and Sabalenka, hits her racket 3 or 4 times on the ground. Kind of like a hammer, smashes it 3-4 times out of anger and frustration. And Cirstea with another break. Also, folks, hit the like button, everyone. We got about 100 people in here. Love to get 100 likes. So far, we're over a quarter of the way there. But real quick, let's get to this break button because Sorana Cirstea, well-deserved break. One, two, three, four swipes at the ground with her racket. The first 3, she actually smoked the ground with the racket along the baseline there. Also, some love for the breaker, Cirstea.
Surrender, surrender. Said, sir, do you stay? Do you go? Why you stay? 'Cause you Cirstea.
Gene saying Cirstea fighting back. Yeah, she is. That was an unexpected break. I thought the momentum was switching. I never put sleep ahead of tennis unless I fall asleep, says Ems. Love it. Love it. I miss watching 5-set matches. Don't worry, my friend. Wait till the French Open, not too far away now. We got Sadie in the house from Texas. Welcome, Sadie. Sexy Sadie. Great to have you. Always brightens up our chat. We have Emma, literally me, Ems. Emma and Ems are becoming BFFs right in front of my eyes in this very chat in the last few days. Love to see it. Cirstea serving for the first set. First ball goes into the net. So second serve here. Emma saying Sorana. Oh no, Saba, says Jean. Sabalenka, nice return. Forehand Cirstea. Backhand Sabalenka goes long. 15 love Cirstea. Manor saying, and this is a Zverev move. Double fault on break point. Yeah, no way, Saba. Oh, did she broke the racket? No, she didn't break the racket, but she did swipe it. She hit the ground 3 times, and the 4th time she missed the ground. Yeah, but definite frustration. I can't believe how well Cirstea is playing. It's like she's reborn. Love this button, says Emma. Yeah, it's got these cool beach club vibes, sort of like a very European sounding to me, like the beats in the background. Love it. Gary's not happy about that. And backhand return from Sabalenka again wide. She's trying to hit it too hard, folks. It's like she's trying to break back and win the next game in one stroke. You know what I mean? Like she's trying to make up for all the slow start with like one powerful backhand, but it's not working, and it's 30 love. Ooh, Cirstea goes out wide on the serve. I thought that might have caught the line, but it didn't. Lucky for Saba, because she would have been down triple set point. However, it's not the case. Second serve, backhand return up the middle, backhand Cirstea into the net. So 30-15 now. Cirstea looks at her box with a little bit of annoyance at herself, potentially. Vasil Motorga. New, says Vasil. Thank you very much for commenting, Vasil. Great to have you. Please continue to share comments if you'd like. Love to have conversations with people from all over the world who love tennis. And Cirstea, nice serve, forehand +1. Now backhand Sabalenka. Third backhand that goes long in this game. Third unforced error on the backhand wing for Sabalenka, setting up 2 set points for Sorana Cirstea. And Sabalenka looking frustrated as she melding some words to her bench. Here we go. Cirstea, folks. This is very unexpected. GSL, wow, the Saba versus the one from 2 nights ago did not resemble each other. Come on, Miami girl. Yeah, I agree with you. And it's an ace up the tee for Sorana Cirstea, and she takes the first set. That was quite a performance. That was first, it was a consolidation. And now it's time for us to dance.
Surrender, surrender. Said, sir, do you stay? Do you go? Why you stay? 'Cause you're Cirstea. She's Cirstea.
Well, pretty much a perfect start from Sorana Cirstea. Beautifully done. She breaks at the very first game to take a one love lead, and then consolidates for 2 love. Continues up until it was 4-2, and then she gets broken back. And then Sabalenka consolidates back for 4-all, and then Cirstea took the last 2 games of the set there. Little bit of a surprise for sure. Now it looks like Sabalenka has taken, I don't know if she's changing, if she's going to the bathroom or if she's changing her outfit, but she's definitely left the court for one of those 2 reasons. I bet you she's just going to the bathroom to take a look in the mirror, maybe splash water on her face and try and get herself back into it. Because she definitely has not been on rhythm so far, not as she has been for the rest of this tournament so far. And she has been killing it. She's played 3 matches. She's been on court for 3 hours and 33 minutes. So just an average of 71 minutes per match. So there we go, folks. Tennis Twit has joined us. Hey, Cubby and everyone. Welcome, Tennis Twit. Let's see here. Hello, Sadie. M's Gary, says Taria. Oh, my dog is just about to start barking because I see the mailman coming up. So watch out for that, folks. Damn, Saba making a lot of errors, says Gene. There it is. Called it. I just muted my mic, so hopefully that helped a little. Okay. At Gary, yes, she's playing good today, says Sadie. Emma, what? Emoji? Oh my goodness. Just as I arrived, my girl Aryna loses the set. Dare I say you jinxed it? Just kidding, you did not jinx it. Definitely not. Well done, Cirstea, says Jean. I agree, yeah. And Sorana. Tennis Fit saying hey to Emma. Sadie, I always thought Cirstea was good, but not an elite player. We got Forza Sorana, says Emil Aurelian. Welcome for Emil. Thank you for joining us and thank you for commenting. It's always great to meet new people. I'm here in Vancouver, Canada. Let me know where you are from. Sounds like you're Italian, whether I don't know if you're in Italy or not, but Forza, I know that means let's go in Italian. GSL saying, Emma, my three favorite men are Novak, Nole, and the Joker. Three favorite women are Aryna, Saba, and the Belarusian girl from Miami. I like it. I like it. There's a show called Community where one of the girls dates this guy, and the joke is he always greets people in three. So he's like, hey, hi, how's it going? Or see you later, ta-ta, bye-bye. Like he always does a triple greeting or whether coming or going. And that's kind of what reminded me of what Gary just said. Wedien saying Ostapenko mode activated for Saba in the first set. Yeah, just going as hard as she can, hoping that it lands in. Sorana waiting for Sabalenka is just standing up and kind of hopping side to side, doing like sideways footwork. So trying to keep herself warm. Smart move there. Haria saying there's no one in women's side who I see will dominate like anyone can win. There's no one in women's side who I see will dominate like anyone can win. I don't. Are you saying that you don't think that there's any one dominant player on the women's side right now? Do you think that there's like two or three? Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah, I didn't fully get that, my friend. Let's see. Sadie, she's not elite, but I love watching her play. She's caught Saba on a down day so far for sure. I hope Martina is doing well. Are you talking about Martina Trevisan? Navratilova? Italia, amico. Bene, bene, molto bene. Thank you very much. Grazie mille for joining us, Emil. Really great to have you. Sorry, Daria. Hello, says GSL. A person. My Saba in 3 prediction is on track. Same here, buddy. Kind of glad I did. I was kind of wondering if I should say 2 or 3. Who says Sorana can't get it done in 2? Says a person. That's true. We have to see. Hi, Daria, says Sexy Sadie. Emma, Iga, Saba, Daria. In response to that question, Saba will win this set. You'll see. Ems, I tend to agree with you. I think she's going to be refreshed and back. If you want your daughter to be a tennis player, name them Martina. There you go. Navratilova, Covey, she was diagnosed with some sort of cancer earlier this year, if I recall. Yeah, I heard that the doctors said that she no longer has it now. So that's great to hear. Pretty amazing as well. Ems, I'm counting on you, says Gary. Hello from Jason_XD. Welcome, Jason. Where are you commenting from? Let us know. Great to have you. My name is Covey, and it's a pleasure to meet you, my friend. Tennis Twit saying, come on, Saba, do it in 3. Make Covey right with his prediction. I agree, Tennis Twit. Very, very smart call there. Ooh, misdiagnosis. No, Emma, I'm not saying it was misdiagnosis. I just read earlier in the week on Twitter that Navratilova said that the doctors are like, they're not finding it. So maybe she's kind of gotten over it or something like that. Yeah, because a lot of people were saying like, you know, great news, Martina. It looks like you've kind of made it past the cancer. That's what I understood from the tweets. I hope I'm not wrong there. But either way, if she is obviously, you know, has cancer, we wish her the very best. Yeah, I wonder how old she is now. I could probably easily look that up. All right, Sabalenka is gonna kick off the serve. Sorry, kick off the second set here with the ball on her racket. So see if she could put some service pressure right off the bat. Navratilova, let's see, 66 years of age. Okay. And Cirstea takes the first point of set number 2, just as she did with set number 1. Okay, here we go. Sabalenka serving at love 15. Serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Forehand Sabalenka cross courts. Cirstea gets to that, but that goes long. Good hustle, though, by Cirstea. I didn't even think that she'd get that good contact on it. 15 all here, Sabalenka. Jason saying, I'm from Mexico. Bienvenido, amigo. Muchas gracias para tu comentario. And we've got Silviu. I'm from Romania. Go Sorana. All right. So we got a Romanian in the house. Great to have you, Silviu. Thank you very much for your comment. And is Sorana your favorite player, or do you prefer Halep? Anyone else maybe from the Romanian side? Here we go. Beautiful ace out wide. That had some heat on it. 30 all. That's ace number 4 for Saba. Surprisingly, Cirstea has 3 aces as well. So looking good there. Tennis Twit. Yes, you're right, Covey. I think she underwent treatment and they believe she is cancer-free now. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, that's what I had heard on Twitter. Really great news. I was like, that's crazy. Because that also happened. Remember, Magic Johnson had, I believe he had HIV or AIDS, or I'm not sure if he had both or one of the two, but he's over it as well. So it's like, it's amazing hearing people recover from these things. Backhand return on the second serve is a clean winner from Sorana Cirstea. And what is going on, folks? She's got another break point opportunity. Just as she started the first set with a break of Saba, she's trying to do the same thing. And Sabalenka, admittedly, is not looking super sharp here. So let's see. First serve is long, so Sorana Cirstea will take a look at a second serve on break point. Here we go. Good job from the Romanian so far. Second serve is a double fault again. That's the second time she's double faulted on break point. And Cirstea takes it one game to love on the break.
Surrender, surrender. Said, sir, do you stay? Do you go? Why you stay? 'Cause you're Cirstea. She's Cirstea. She's Cirstea.
Crazy stat is 90% of first serve points won for Cirstea compared to 65% for Sabalenka. Very rarely does Sabalenka get beat at all in that stat, especially by that much. And the backhand from Sabalenka goes right into the net. 15 love. Daria saying Covey will become celebrity at the end of this year. Yeah, that would be kind of fun. Hi, Sadie, says Manor. Thanks for that comment, by the way. Daria Snail, Covey, hi Covey and everyone, welcome. Emil from Italia saying Cirstea, she is a fighter girl. Yes, she is. Tennis Twit, I watch a lot more ATP than WTA. I don't know anything about Cirstea. I've seen her before. I don't go out of my way to she's not appointment viewing for me. But she's definitely a solid player. Though I'm gonna say I haven't seen her play this well against a top player that I can remember. And another backhand off the rally ball goes long from Sabalenka. That's got to be at least 5 or 6 backhands that have gone long, unforced. Manor saying hi to Snail. How many languages do you speak, Cubby? I grew up speaking, of course, like Hindi and Punjabi, although I don't speak Punjabi that much anymore. A lot of people think they're similar, but at their purest forms, they're actually very different. And I spoke French from the time I was 3.5 until I was 15. So I still speak and think in French. And I also learned Spanish. And then I've been learning Italian as well on the side. That's more like in the last year. But yeah, officially, I would say I can go to India and I can just speak Hindi. I can go to France or Quebec and I can get around just in French and English, of course, as well. So those are the three. And I could definitely get around in Spanish-speaking countries, though not as well as French, for example. Okay. Here we go. 40 love Cirstea. She's just cruising, folks. Are we in for another? Oh, gosh. This time from the forehand wing, again on an easy rally ball, Sabalenka goes long. She's just trying to hit the ball too hard, or she's not putting enough spin on it. Because, okay, so in tennis, there's two ways that this can go. Sometimes players, when they get nervous, they don't swing as hard as they normally do because they're nervous. And because they aren't swinging through, they're not getting enough topspin for it to go up and then down. But the way Sabalenka is playing, she looks like she's just flat and trying to hit it as hard as she can to end the point as quickly as possible. So it's a really weird kind of dynamic right now. And she's going long on a whole bunch of ground strokes. Cirstea has won 12 of the last 15 points. It's unbelievable. All right, second serve is good. And then the +1 Sabalenka, she crushes that backhand inside in, and it is 15 love. So I can't tell if she's trying to hit it too hard or if she's like not swinging through enough and getting the right technique on the ball, because it's also because her attitude a little bit is you can tell she's not happy. First serve is wide. Here comes a second serve, Sabalenka. And serve is good. Backhand cross-court return and then chip back. Oh, Sabalenka's chip doesn't make it over the net. Hit the very top of the net, lands back on her side, and it is 15 all. Cirstea kind of picking on the second serve a little bit, I would say, of Sabalenka. We got Silviu. Yes, Sorana, since she beat Jelena Jankovic in Roland Garros quarterfinal 2009. That's her favorite. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Really, really cool. I don't think I've had anyone from Romania in the chat before, at least not that they've let me know. Oh my God, the glitch is back, says Manor, speaking of the double faults. Backhand return, Cirstea. Now backhand Sabalenka up the line, and it's a winner, 30-15. Starting to get the feeling now that these are important moments for Sabalenka. The AO curse is real. Emma saying, oh no, huge upset coming. Yeah, honestly, Emma, I'm only getting back into WTA recently. Geez, poor tennis knowledge from me. No, it's okay. I mean, look, there's like hundreds of players on either side, or at least, let's say, legitimately for a big fan to know, you could probably know 50 to 100 players. So it's really hard to have a mental catalog on everyone. Daria saying Sabalenka's serves have always been a problem. She had hired a coach just for that, but is still struggling. Yeah, she did some work on her second, especially. Here is 40-15. Serve is good. And another forehand winner up the line from Cirstea. First serve as well. So Cirstea reading the serve extremely well. That's the second time from the exact same side, from the deuce side, where she ripped a forehand, where she struck the ball from about the tram lines and angles it back in. 40-30 now. Now the serve from Saba is good. Backhand Cirstea, backhand Sabalenka, backhand block Cirstea, forehand Sabalenka, cross court. And she takes it. Even though she won the point, she's still looking at her bench and still hits the ball in anger backwards behind her. So funny. Kind of like when Thanasi Kokkinakis won the tiebreak and then smashed his racket. And that was kind of funny. This is weird, says Wedien. So Sabalenka putting the towel over her head and her hands over her face. So the towel's over her head, and so she looks like she's in deep contemplation, or she's trying to calm herself down potentially. But something mentally is bothering her, definitely. Dai ragazzi mia, ragazza. Go, my girl, I believe that's what that says. In my limited Italian, I've watched ATP and WTA the same amount. Snehal saying, Sat Sri Akal, Kavi Paji. This is Punjabi language for those who don't know. Yes, Sat Sri Akal is a way to greet someone. In Hindi, you would say Namaste as you were coming or going. But yes, nice, Snehal. Emma, just prefer the potential of longer matches excites me more. Silviu, Sorana boyfriend is son of Ion Tiriac, wealthiest man in Romania. Oh, okay. And I believe Halep was married to some billionaire guy as well. So these tennis players really finding the upper echelon of the financial community here in Romania. We got Emma saying, "Oh, really, Silviu? Didn't know that." Yeah, looks like an upset coming," says Sadie. Yeah, Cirstea still up a set and a break. By the way, Kavi, I only know this much Punjabi. Nice. Mi porti fortuna, amico mio. I don't understand that fully. Maybe in a few more weeks of learning my Italian, I'll get that. But thank you, Emil, for your comments. Seriously, I'm really enjoying this. If you come to Florida, Kavi, you will have to speak y'all. Oh, I can do that. Don't you worry. It will take me a couple days to adjust, but I'm sure I can find my way through. All right, return from Sabalenka up the middle is good, and Cirstea's backhand into the net. So, love 15 here on the Cirstea serve. She is up a set and a break, serving at 2-1. I want to learn some foreign language too. Daria, man, go to Duolingo. Now, because I learned French and Spanish when I was younger, Italian is very similar in the way they're conjugated, and a lot of the words also translate. So maybe it's a little simpler for me for that reason, but learning Italian on Duolingo has been a lot of fun. I feel like I'm kind of getting close to being able to maybe speak to people. I just need practice. I don't know anyone who speaks Italian, so I don't get to do like the back and forth. All right, Sabalenka takes a love 30 lead on the Cirstea serve. So maybe putting her head under the towel there has calmed her down a bit. Definitely, but Daria, I definitely recommend learning a language if you'd like to. I'm not usually a big follower of the WTA, but I've started watching a couple games here and there recently. Yeah, it's good product, my friend. Great to see. Hi, guys, says Lammy, saying, oh, my God, Lamberto's also a resident Italian here. We have another Italian in here named Emil Aurelian. All right, Sabalenka tries to kind of go slightly. No, it wasn't really a lob, but Cirstea made her way to the net. Sabalenka tried to power kind of through, but it ended up lobby. Anyways, it went long, and Cirstea wins the point. 15-30. Aurelia, by the way, I think, or that means gold, I think. Okay. A person, I just prefer the ATP for some reason. Yeah, I find there's a lot more variety on the women's side. So you'll find some nicer rallies on average, unless, of course, it's like, Sabalenka just pounding it through on a great serving day. By the way, backhand's going crazy here. Backhand. And then Sorana Cirstea, backhand into the net, setting up double break point. So Sabalenka trying again to fight her way back from a breakdown, just as she did in the first set. Okay. Lamberto, I mainly watch ATP because we actually have good Italians in the ATP. Hey, what about Trevisan? She had a nice little run. To see Kaise ho Snehal, Thoda Bhagda ho jaye. Okay, we got a break point, and it is Sabalenka with a backhand. So she comes up to the net on a short ball and goes backhand up the line, and we are back on serve here in the second set.
Saba, 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 Sabalenka. Saba, 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 Saba. Let's go, Saba.
Silvio asking, Emma comes from Emma Raducanu. Here's Sabalenka, first serve off the tape and long. Here comes the second. Emma is my real name. Silvio Raducanu just happens to be my favorite player, and I have her in my profile pic. Oh, you're learning Italian, Covey. Si, amico. I love how rally-based WTA is. Yeah, exactly. So sometimes I find, like for example, in the men's on the year-end championships, the amount of holds was crazy. It was just serve. It's like 3-4 shot rallies, and it was like, come on, man, like show me some variety. I want to see someone running back and forth, you know. So on the faster surfaces on the men's side, sometimes I can get a little bored if it's just straight power tennis with short rallies, and that's why in those moments I like to turn to the WTA to get my variety. Although there are some power hitters, as we know, in the women's side as well. A couple of slices there, backhand slice Cirstea, and then backhand slice from Sabalenka into the net. So it is 30-15 Sabalenka. So right now, Sabalenka's body language, I'd say it's not fully positive, because even when she's winning points, she's still kind of complaining afterwards. So she needs to say, okay, I won the point, let's just move on, instead of I won the point, but I didn't do this well. You know, that's what she's kind of saying to her team. Backhand return is a beauty from Cirstea. Now forehand Sabalenka, forehand Cirstea, forehand Sabalenka tries to go up the line, but that's wide by about 3 feet. And again, looking unhappy, shaking her head. I feel like she's trying to force her way out of this lull she's in, rather than just allowing it to pass, you know, like a storm. You can't get mad at a storm. You just have to wait for it to go over your head and move on. So Sabalenka here, 30 all. Way behind. Way behind. Oh, Snehil saying, I'm first currently on the GTL brackets. My name might appear as SNK there, as well as on the global overall brackets on the men's Miami, but I am scared because I have Sinner winning the whole thing. And ace up the tee from Sabalenka, bringing game point onto her racket. 40-30. Well, that's very impressive, Snehil. It's very impressive to be this deep into a tournament and to be number one on the bracket challenge. Silvio saying Emma is 50% Romanian. You should support Sorana. I believe Bianca Andreescu is also Romanian. And another ace for Sabalenka with authority, and she holds. And now we're again on serve. Sorana Cirstea will serve at 2-3 after the changeover. Okay. Well, kind of, I'm still coughing, says Minor. Yeah, you're feeling a little sick. Cubby, ¿puedes hablar bien en español? Y yo puedo hablar poquito bien en español. Para necesito practicar muy, or how do you say more? See, there you go. So I can get around. I could be like, necesito utilizar el baño. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? That's the line from Community. But yeah, I can get around for sure. Let's see. Gary, a person saying WTA matches are full of drama and intrigue, I think. Wedien saying Arabic is my mother language. I speak French, English, and German. Very, very impressive. Nice, Wedien. Trevisan has a good run, Covey, and then just loses for ages after that. Don't know how she is top 30. Yeah, she'll make it to the Roland Garros semifinals, then she'll be quiet for 8 months, and then she'll make another trip to the quarterfinals somewhere. Good job, Aryna. Now hold your nerve and hold all your serves. How is the level of play? Do you all think Saba can get through? I think she can definitely get through, but she needs to allow herself to kind of accept the situation. I feel like she's trying to power her way out of this lull. Like I said, if she just lets it pass, it could be a little bit easier for her. Easier, of course, for me to say from here. Oh, Hill from Calgary in the house. I would say Sabalenka is the most hardworking WTA player out there. Never miss a single tour, 100% attendance. Yeah, these players, they dedicate their whole lives. That's a good one there, Hill. And by the way, welcome back into the chat, Hillary from Calgary. Great to have you. Gary saying, haven't heard anyone mention Khachanov taking down Tsitsipas. He has been raising his game for a while now. US Open. I like that guy, class individual. Yeah, he's good until he faces a top 10 opponent. He was 0 for 23 in his last 23 versus top 10 opponents. Last night, he finally bucked that trend. So he was 0-6 also against Tsitsipas, and he ended up taking that as well. So first win in 24 matches against top players, and first win in 7. I just don't believe in Khachanov when it comes to the ability to win a major. I don't think he has it in him. That's just me. Does Emma Raducanu have some Canadian heritage as well? She was born in Canada, so I don't know how long she lived there, but yeah, she was born in Toronto. And apparently, believe it or not, and I read this on Twitter, someone told Bianca Andreescu that they were born in the same hospital. Imagine if that's true. That means 2 U.S. Open champions were born in the same hospital in Toronto. How crazy is that? And Cirstea with an ace up the tee. She was down love 30, but now it's 15-30. So a little bit of pressure she's facing, acquitting herself nicely. Silvio, Bianca, I think you mean Andreescu, is a Canadian player with Romanian parents. Yeah. Her last name is Andreescu. All right, here we go. Backhand drop shot. Cirstea. Sabalenka gets to it. Cross-court forehand. And then into the open court. Sorana Cirstea goes forehand and brings the game back to level at 30 all. Muy bien, Kavi. Muchas gracias, Sadie. Emma, yes, I think she does. I think she was born in same hospital as Bianca Andreescu. Pretty crazy, huh? That is really nuts. Tennis Twit, I didn't see much of it, but I see Steph as being impaired. Karen just played very well throughout. Yeah, Tsitsipas has had a shoulder injury, and because of this weird rule, he is actually forced to play in these tournaments, or he loses like 1,000 points. It was like a weird thing. At first, when he said that, everyone thought that can't be right. But then Gil Gross did more of a deep dive and said basically what he said is true. So there's this weird loophole that he got screwed over by the rules there, and he was forced to play even though he is injured. But now that he has time off, he'll have a little bit of time before Monte Carlo, so that should help him. All right, break point for Sabalenka, but Cirstea goes ace up the tee, saving it, and we are back to deuce. Ooh, nervy moments for Cirstea here, and she comes through on the other side. Covey, did you see Sinner highlights versus Rublev? He was in God mode. I have a stronger feeling than Indian Wells that he beats Alcaraz. Sinner did reach the final in 2021 Miami. He likes the faster courts. Yeah, his highlights were phenomenal yesterday. Backhand Sabalenka, backhand Cirstea, backhand Sabalenka goes long and wide, and again complaining to her box and doing one of these. What am I doing? She says, and it is now advantage Cirstea after saving a break point. Yeah, he was phenomenal. He was really good. He was hitting like these soft volleys from mid-court for winners. And he was neutralizing the powerful forehand of Rublev with some great defense. And don't forget, Alcaraz still has to get through Fritz. It's not guaranteed. So we'll have to see what happens there. Another ace for Cirstea. She holds for 3 all. By the way, folks, please do give us a like, give us a subscribe. We've got 140 people. Wow. So this one is popping off, folks. We got about, how many likes do we have? We have 41 likes. Please, let's get to 50 likes if we can do it in the next minute. I know it's possible. 50 likes. We just need 9 people to hit that like button. And thank you to everyone who has already given us some love and contributed. Also, please don't be shy. Say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're from, who your favorite player is, who you're rooting for in this match, anything. My name is Covey, and I'm here in Vancouver representing the Game to Love Tennis podcast. Okay, here we go. On serve, 3 all. Sabalenka, first serve, goes wide of the tee. Manor saying Steph lost confidence since the AO final. Also, he's been hurt. Steph is never winning a slam. There, I've said it. I agree with you. Like, to me, until he does, he hasn't, and I don't believe that he will. Gary Snahill, no matter. Karen didn't let down and did what he had to do. A win is a win. Sometimes it's hard to perform when the other guy is supposed to be injured. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I would give Khachanov a chance over Tsitsipas in best of 3, but if they're both healthy, I don't see him beating Steph in a best of 5. He'd have to play out of his mind for like 3-4 hours, and I just don't know that he has it in him. But he's a good player. I mean, look, he's made semis at the US Open. He made semis at Australian Open. So he's a player. Sabalenka forehand on the +1 goes into the net. And again, Sorana Cirstea putting pressure on Sabalenka, but it's through the errors of Sabalenka. She's hitting rally balls into the net, rally balls long of the baseline constantly here. Still hasn't found rhythm with any consistency. Backhand block return, and then Sabalenka steps up, goes forehand cross-court winner, making it 15-30. Tennis Twit, is anyone else excited about Chris Eubanks? He's having a lovely run this tournament. Yeah, he's going to face Daniil Medvedev. I've seen him play a couple of times, and I like his game, but I haven't seen so much. Sabalenka with an ace out wide, 30-all. Gary Covey saying Karen won't win a major is like saying 98% of all players will never win one. Rafa Novak, Daniil, Carlos still win them all. I'm just saying based on what I've seen from him and his inability, because when you get to the later rounds of a slam, I mean, if you've lost 23 in a row against top 10 players, that's a very significant stat in my opinion. I don't think that he's a bad player or that it thinks it's impossible, but I don't know that he has it in him. But yeah, you're right. There is only a very, very, very small number of players who actually have won a Grand Slam, especially in this latest era. Has kind of spoiled us into kind of thinking, can they or won't they? But his record against top players is what alarms me the most. All right, breakpoint Cirstea, and it's another double fault. Third time that Sabalenka has double faulted on breakpoint. Now Sorana Cirstea is in some real upset territory here, folks. Another break at another inopportune moment from Sabalenka. We have Sarat. Hi from India. Welcome, Sarat. Where in India are you from? My family lives in Pune, in Bombay, and in Delhi. Karolbagh in Delhi, Ville Parle West in Bombay. That sounds crazy. Running behind points even after injury. Why would his team agree on this? What happens if he loses? Some, not the end of the world. I think because could have a big effect on his ranking. Like he could drop significantly, which would make him not automatically qualified for certain events or something, or just not having good enough seeds. It's a weird loophole. Now I don't fully understand the rules, but after you have played a certain amount and you are a certain age, these rules don't apply to you. So if Rafa is injured, if Novak is injured, they could just say, I'm taking this off, no effect for them. But since Steph is under a certain age, it's a really weird middle ground in this loop, in this rule, which, it's really kind of crazy. Steph, to be fair, played very well Roland Garros final. Yeah, I actually called him to win that tournament that year. AO, I didn't even watch much as he was traveling, and I knew it would be a walkover. The thing that bothered me about the Australian Open final, though he was playing Djokovic at his peak, at his at his max powers, he looked like he was a passenger in that whole first set, and it really kind of made me like, Steph, why you're in a Grand Slam final, you're not moving your feet, you're not like he just looked like he wasn't ready, and that kind of really bothered me. Like you'd never see these other guys unready for a Grand Slam final. Great rally going on here. Backhand Cirstea, forehand Sabalenka, backhand Cirstea, backhand cross-court Sabalenka, and it's a winner. So first point on the Cirstea serve goes to Sabalenka. Love 15. Sean, men with long, beautiful hair are normally tough. M's. Oh, M's, really? 2 losses to Novak? I cut all players a break if they lose a Grand Slam final to one of the big two. Yeah, I would agree with you there generally. And also, after he lost in the Australian Open, What he said was, there was nothing else I could have done. Novak was just playing Novak. And there is some truth to that. But if you believe that there's nothing you could have done, I don't know. My mentality as an athlete, I was always that guy who was like, I'm going to beat anyone who I face, no matter what, whether it's hockey, whether it's tennis, whatever it was. All right. And rally ball again from Sabalenka. She totally shanks that one, and it goes wide and long. But there is some truth. I mean, yeah, you are playing Novak, but if you just said, "Oh, he was playing better, I couldn't do anything," if that's your final assessment, that's how you're gonna assess your loss and move forward, then I don't have as much hope in a player like that with that type of mentality. I don't think Novak would ever say that. Which is like, I mean, he might say, "Oh, they were better than me," but I don't think he'd be like, "Oh, they're playing so good, I had no chance." All right, another let first serve here at 15 all for Cirstea. Awesome. I'm from Chennai. Nice. Welcome from Chennai. I have not been there yet. Maybe Sabalenka needs to stop screaming for this set, says Hillary. And serve up the tee. Backhand block return goes wide from Sabalenka as she kind of dejectedly walks over to the other side to get ready to return the next one here. Now, Cirstea is up 30-15, folks, and 6 points away from a semifinal berth. Getting very interesting. She's up a break and a set. First serve into the net. Man, I thought the old Saba was dead and buried. Doesn't look like it today. She's in a tough spot right now. Yeah, a little bit interesting. Ooh, another wild flail at a second serve, and that goes long. Very long, about 10 feet long from Sabalenka, and it is now double game point for Cirstea, 40-15. Tennis Twit saying, Aryna, wake up. Time is running out. It is, folks. Time is running out. Folks, we're 2 likes away from 50. We're at 48. Can we get to the 50 number? Sabalenka return goes wide, and Cirstea holds and consolidates that break. And she is now 1 game away from the next round, folks. Okay. Max joins us. Hey, Max, came just in time. Hey, Covey and everyone. Thank you very much for joining us, Max. Here we go. Sabalenka first serve is long. So Sabalenka is serving to stay in this tournament, folks. It's do or die time for Aryna Sabalenka here. Second serve is good. Backhand return to the forehand of Sabalenka, and she pushes that into the net. It is love 15. Ooh, getting crazy, folks. Okay, here we go. Sabalenka serving at love 15. Very tense moments here, folks. If she does not make it through this game, she's out of the tournament. Backhand return, Cirstea, forehand Sabalenka, forehand Cirstea, forehand Sabalenka, forehand Cirstea, backhand slice Sabalenka. Cirstea makes her way to the net. Approach shot, but the approach shot goes into the net. Not a bad time to approach, but you got to execute there. 15 all. Gary saying, I think Steph believed in himself 110% before the AO final. Then they started playing it. Yeah, I mean, I watched that match. He looked flat from the beginning. And yeah, you don't always have it. I just was very disappointed. I was just like, come on, man. You're one of these guys who's supposed to be, for the last 3-4 years, you've been touted as being ready to do this. Alcaraz should beat Novak on grass. That would be tough. I don't know if you'd do it this year if they were to meet. Who is playing Sorana in semi? I guess it will depend on who wins against Alexandrova and Kvitova. Okay, Sabalenka now 40-15, so she has double game point. She's going to try and make Cirstea serve it out and maybe hope that Cirstea has a little bit of nerves. First serve from Saba is a beauty out wide, and the return from Cirstea goes long. So Sabalenka holds, and now Cirstea, after the changeover, will serve for the match at 5-4. Elian Marcelino says, "Where's Sabalenka's head today, bro?" Good question. Looking, yeah, it's looking like it's not all there so far today. Hasn't put it all together for more than a couple minutes at a time. Really wanted another Rybakina Sabalenka final. I guess not. Not over yet. Steph has that sort of backhand that has to sort that backhand out if he wants a real chance. Yeah, against the best players, I agree with you there. Hillary, I think Sabalenka needs Jesus this time to win the set. Hello, Max, joining the party late. Didn't see this coming, says Sadie. Gary, sorry, thought she'd come back. I think this is happening. Cirstea about to get a huge win. Well, this is a huge shock. What a performance, Sorana. So until she holds it here, these players who are the top players have a way of finding ways to break at the right moment. It doesn't look like Sabalenka is playing great right now, but I still think that if she can break here and put pressure on Cirstea, she has a chance. Not to say that, you know, like she could break here and then lose in a tiebreak, but you know, top players usually find ways to like at least make it really difficult for the upstart to take it there. We got Nole is the GOAT. Alcaraz just a kid that has still much to learn. We got, wasn't this match delayed an hour due to rain? No, it wasn't. It started right on. Well, 5 minutes late. It's supposed to start at 1. It started at 1:05. Cirstea first serve. Now she's serving for the match, y'all. First serve is wide. Here comes a second serve. It's good. Backhand return Sabalenka, and the chip from Cirstea, the block back off of that goes just wide. So it's love 15. Little bit of pressure. Can Sabalenka make it a lot of pressure? We'll find out. Bravo, Cirstea, says Sorin Urtkus. I actually had a friend named Sorin who is Romanian that I worked with here in Canada. Welcome to the chat, Sorin. It's nice to have you. Sorry, Sorin, I should say. All right, block back return is a lob, and then Cirstea goes backhand now. Forehand Sabalenka, backhand block Cirstea, backhand Sabalenka, and it's a winner. There you go, folks. Can't count the top ones out. And Sabalenka now, love 30 ahead here on the Cirstea serve. Who will be covering the other matches, Covey? I will be covering Alcaraz as it's super late for Ben and JG, and I don't think I'm not sure if Game to Love is going to be covering the other matches. Yeah, I'm not too sure. But I'm doing this one in Alcaraz for sure. By the way, we hit 50 likes, folks. Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. We're at 51. Cirstea was at the net, and she has a little drop volley after a couple rally points there. And so it's 15-30. So she still has a chance here. Come on, Saba, says the Compliment King. Tennis Twit, everyone has given up on Aryna. I haven't, not yet. Who plays the winner in semifinals? It will be either Alexandrova or Kvitova. That will be the winner of this will play the winner of Alexandrova and Kvitova. Crunch time. She can still save herself. I agree with you there, Gary. Go Saba, says Ams. Come on, Saba. We want 3 sets. Serve at 15:30 goes long. Second serve coming up. Carlitos, says Sexy Sadie. Covey, you've been working overtime. Yes, I have. I've been loving it, though. Happen to have some extra time, and Ben and JG a little more busy this week at work. So it works out. The tennis gods made it work out perfectly. Sabalenka with a forehand up the line winner, and she grunts real loud. It's a little bit more contained with her aggression now. Before it was a little wild, starting to feel a little more containment there. So it is double break point for Sabalenka. Again, it's very hard to close out matches against these top players. First serve is long, so a second serve for Saba to take a look at. Cretin Dimitri saying, "I Sorana." We got another Sorana fan. Welcome to the chat, my friend. Thank you for your contribution. Backhand Sabalenka, forehand Cirstea, forehand Sabalenka, backhand Cirstea, forehand Sabalenka, backhand Cirstea cross court, backhand Sabalenka. Ooh, that one goes long. So Cirstea saves one break point, but Sabalenka still has another one locked and loaded in the chamber. Yes, folks. Really nice chat we have going on. I like the discussions. The last few days we've been having really good chats here. Lots of opinions, a lot of differing opinions, but very respectful, and I think helps each of us learn a little bit more about tennis. All right, Sabalenka cross court forehand, Cirstea cross court forehand, Sabalenka up the line, and she goes long. Another break point saved for Cirstea, back to deuce now. So we are back to level here in this game, and Cirstea once again finds herself 2 points away from the semifinals. Her best ever result here already just by making it here, and she will, of course, improve on that if she can win the next 2 straight points. Lots of work, though. It sounds easy. It sounds very easy for me to be saying from my chair here, but let's see if she can pull it out. First serve. And it's an ace up the tee. Oh, my heavens, folks. Setting up our first match point of the day in Miami.
Match point.
Tennis Wit can't believe that miss. We got Rua Duar saying, vamos, Cirstea. Do it on this one, says Ems. Yes, says Emma. Says Ems. All right, here we go. Match point. First serve is a let. Ooh, God, talk about increasing the nerves. Oh, gosh. Sometimes I'm like, how do these tennis players do it on these match points, on these big set points? You're just like, Snehil saying Sorana has turned the corner. We got a holy S from Texas's finest, Sexy Sadie. All right, first serve, match point. Serve is good. Forehand return is long, and Sorana Cirstea has done it. She's looking to her box in disbelief, like what the heck just happened. Honestly, it was a well-deserved match. She found a little bit more rhythm. She started off each set with a break, keeping the pressure on Sabalenka. Sabalenka, very tough, wasn't able to find rhythm for more than 2 or 3 points in a row at a time. So it's very tough to be able to keep level in a match when that's the case. Also, big double fault errors for Sabalenka. 3 times she got broken on double fault of her own. So unfortunate there. I mean, it wasn't a barrage of double faults that she's had in the past. She had 6, which is not too bad for a 2-set match. Nothing compared to the plus 15 plus she was having, a year ago. But definitely a little bit something to look at, something to dissect with your team. What's going on these second serves, double faults on break point when the pressure's on. But you got to give it up for Sorana Cirstea. She played a phenomenal match. And by the way, we got to 52 likes, so thank you to everyone. Let's take a look at the comments. Mamma mia, says Wedian. We've got Sorana from Cretin. We have, who's playing the winner of this? It'll be Alexandrova or Kvitova. They're playing a little bit later. Emma saying, what a win. Oh my goodness, it's over, says Tennis Twit. Wow, says Emma. Well done, Sorana. Sorana took it to the next level. What do we have here? Oh, wow. Sorana, dark horse of all dark horses. Yeah, unbelievable effort there. Love the resurgence of the Romanian, says Rui Duar. We have Wedian, well done, Cirstea. Covey, I don't think I have yet seen a single 3-set match when watching along with you. Yeah, you know what? On the women's side, in this tournament, it has been seriously crazy. Like, no joke. Okay, this was straight sets. Yesterday, the Pagula was in 3, but I just want to let you guys. So Trevisan lost in straight sets for Rybakina. Pagula. Okay, now the day before that, on the women's side, check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. all 8 matches on the women's side. One of them was retirement, but all 8 matches were straight sets. That was 2 days ago. 3 days ago on the women's side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. So basically, in like the last 20 matches on the women's side, there's only been one match that went 3 sets. That was last night, Pagula versus Potapova. So something is going on in the water there where no one wants to play more than 2 sets. I thought Aryna would have won. I'm surprised right now. Yeah, I picked Sabalenka in 3 sets as well. So definitely surprised as well. I hear you there, Max. Congrats to her, says the Compliment King. But womp, 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 womp. We got Gary. Good job, Covey. Cheers for Covey, everyone. Thank you very much, Daria, my dental friend in India. Great to have you in the chat. How Cirstea won, really? Elian Marcelino is saying. You know what? She took advantage of her opportunities. Sabalenka had 3 double faults on break points against her. That did not help. And also, she just did not find her rhythm. Good job, Sorana, says Sexy Sadie. GSL, one of the greats of all time. Aryna gave the match away till the last game. Then Sorana earned it. Congratulations. Well done. Yeah, she definitely was not on, was she, Gary? Gary and I are huge Sabalenka fans, so unfortunate there. Just to see the way it went out. I don't mind if a player loses, but you don't want them to lose in that fashion. Holger Rune kind of was like that yesterday. Just didn't find his rhythm ever. Lost to Fritz there. My girl Jessie gonna do it, says Ems. Ghost, don't let Ghost hear it. Amelia Stefan. Cirstea is a strategic fighter. Sabalenka's game requires force and power. Well done, Sorana. Yeah, and Amelia, it's a good comment because I'd say that's how Krejcikova beat Sabalenka, using the strategy, using a plan A, B, C, and D if the first ones aren't working. We got GSL, huge door just opened for Rybakina, but JPEG could have something to say about that. I think JPEG has a undefeated record against Pagula, but, JPEG has an undefeated record against Rybakina. However, I think now it's going to be different. But yes, you're very, very right. JPEG could have something, the very gutsy win, saving match points yesterday. Yeah, that's crazy, says the Tennis Twit. The JPEG match was too late for me, but seems it was a good one. Wow, Twilight Zone music for the tournament. There we go, from the Compliment King. Hopefully that does it for you. Tennis Twit, what time is Alcaraz, Covey? It is at 5:30 p.m., which means for England, it's 12:30 a.m., 7 hours ahead from me. It's at 5:30 my time, 8:30 in Miami, and 12:30 a.m. your time. Tennis Twit. See you later, Covey, for Carlos. Thanks. You're very welcome, Emma. Always a pleasure to have you. Rui Duarte, Tennis Twit at 8:30 p.m. Yes, 8:30 p.m. That's in Miami time. Rui, is that Central time? No, that's Eastern time. Central time, Sexy Sadie. So does it go Pacific, Mountain, Central? So for you, it would be 7:30, I believe. I'm pretty sure. 7:30 for you there. Emil Aurelian, sai una forza, una lottatrice. Don't know what that last one means, but grazie mille, Emil, for joining me on this chat. Ems, Covey, you're doing a great shift. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Ems. Lovely hearing those kind words from you. I love being appreciated, though that's not what I'm going for, but when they come, the kind words, I happily accept them, and I thank you for them, Ems. And thank you for always being such a supporter of GTL and especially my stream. Sexy Sadie, that's Eastern time, is 8:30. Thanks, Covey. A pleasure once again. Pleasure chatting with you, Tennis Twit, as always. Cool. Thanks, Rui Duarte, says Sexy Sadie. Hill says, does that mean, Covey, that Sabalenka has inconsistency? I wouldn't say so. She's 20 wins and 3 losses on the year. So, sometimes you just don't have it. You don't have your best on a certain day. And, that doesn't mean you're inconsistent. It just means that she had an off day. If she was, 12 wins and 8 losses on the year and then did this, I'd say, okay, a little bit of inconsistency. But, 20 wins and only 3 losses, that's very impressive. Made quarterfinals in all 5 tournaments she's been in this year. So that's actually a mark of consistency in itself, to make the final 8 in every single tournament you've entered. So there you go. Merci. Covey says, ouais bien, de rien, ouais bien. Merci beaucoup à vous pour voir le match avec moi. Too bad. I was expecting a rematch between Aryna and Elena. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people were. Unfortunate, definitely. I am on the same coast as Florida, East Coast, but a bit colder up here in the Northeast. Okay, Rui. Great to have you from the Northeast. Is that you in Massachusetts, you in Maine, or you in, I don't know, Connecticut, New York? GSL, see you for Taylor and Carlos, weather permitting. Later, everyone. Take care, Gary. Thanks again for joining and for contributing to the chat. Always learn so much from you, and I'm very appreciative that you're a big, huge part of the GTL fam. Can't wait for it, Gary says. M's by Gary. Sexy Sadie, you're very welcome. Later, ladies, so happy to share with you. All right, folks, with that, I think I should take Gobi out for her walk. I didn't get to take her out for her morning walk because we had to do this match. So I'm going to take off, but I want to say thank you to everyone. One last check on the likes. We hit 55 likes. That's a really good number. Thank you guys all for joining me. We had quite the numbers on the stream, so it was really good. And we had new people commenting, so really, really great to see that. People getting more comfortable as well. Southeastern Massachusetts, 1 hour south of Boston. Okay. Welcome from the Northeast, my friend. Great to have you in the chat. All right, folks, my name is Covey. I am in Vancouver, BC, where it's 11:42 a.m., and I'm going to be signing off here. But remember, I will be calling the Alcaraz match against Taylor Fritz later. That's going to be 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, 8:30 p.m. local time in Miami, and it's going to be 12:30 a.m. in England. All right, folks, so that's going to do it for this stream. Once again, thank you very much. I'm Covey, and I'm out. Peace.